Hello everyone, KosakChess here, and I welcome you very warmly on the recap of the round number 5, where I faced a third and the last Grandmaster in the tournament, Mr. Kotronias Vasilios. He is really famous as a writer. He wrote many opening books, which I studied, especially the King's Indian and the Sveshnikov, where there was a time uh, where I successfully and regularly was playing these openings. Mm, Today's recap, I want to make it a little bit more different than the previous ones. Why? Mm, because of the fact that I started realizing that it's maybe a little spoiler, or maybe not. Okay, I don't know. I didn't have much time to prepare for this video. I just opened the OBS and I started talking. I have to tell you one thing. I know that in this game, if everything is how to say that, I know that I can play chess. Okay, I know that I can play chess, and I can play chess on a pretty decent level. The thing is that sometimes I don't make myself a conditions to play good chess. To If you don't follow the basic rules, if you if you are thinking too much, if you are burning your time for no reason, if you are burning a time in a position that there is totally no need to burn such a big amount of time, then in the critical position, when the time is needed the most, then you are lost. Because in critical position, when you need to calculate variations, when you need to be precise, when you need to find an only move and you have, let's say, 5, 4, 3, 2 minutes, and there is still 10 moves to go for a control, sorry. It is totally stupid and really childish, I would say, because okay, we can follow the game, but I will rather more focus on not the chess exact parts of the game. We played the classical Sicilian. I played them with bishop g5, which is the rouser attack, and okay, if mm, the opening appears, okay, castle was a new move for me. I didn't expect it. Like, I haven't checked this move before. It was a novelty for me. It was the first time I've seen this move. Uh, but if he moves the king on the open, maybe not a file, but a little bit open wing, such a move like queen h6 doesn't need to be played after 14 minutes of thinking. Well, okay, this position, this pawn structure might be not that easy, because I need to calculate something like after rook d3, then like the move f5 or something like the bishop g5 is in the air, etc., etc. But yeah, I played the move queen h1, rook a7, 60 minutes. Okay, I spent there 60 minutes protecting the pawn 6 minutes, and after the move queen f8, where of course maybe I make these things plain. They are not that plain. Of course, I need to calculate something like queen f7, but I didn't like d5, bishop c5, and his pieces uh, are going out, let's say, and they have a really good relation with each other. But okay, g3, normal move, protecting the pawn, 6 minutes, and 60 minutes again. So there's a move number 16, and I spent 16 minutes by playing the move queen e2 because I didn't like that in some variation. The bishop just jumps to the g4. A5, queen e3. When I realized that I have 29 minutes for the next 24 moves, now I started to play a little bit quicker. Queen e3, bishop a6. I started playing something strange, some strange moves. Just I exchanged a bishop, which didn't take part into the game, but I didn't like him on d3. It did nothing. He transferred the rook to the attack, but I knew that if I play rook d3, this is a common idea in the Sicilian, to not allow for some exchange sacrifices, etc., etc. Mm, so this move is really useful because it protects the queen side via the third rank, and yeah, it's a really good looking move. G4, rook b4, a4, rook b7. Maybe I will tell you one thing that there I started calculating variations. Not first time in this game, but I think there is a variation I need to show it to you. Knight a4, and after rook b5, there is a c4. If I exchange one pair of rooks, I think, of course, the attack stops because I exchange one defender for one attacker, which is a good way to deal with this position. But I didn't like the move rook c4. And rook b3 I saw to attack both of the rooks. Rook takes b3, queen c4, and rook goes summer, for example, to h3, and it will start eating my pawns. I didn't really like it, so I played the move g5. Uh, I played. I started to playing these moves because I knew that I am low on time. So this is all. I came to an interesting conclusion when I started to playing moves just, let's say, by hand, you know, like without much thing, like my opponent did in the previous game. As you could remember, if you didn't see that game, please watch this because it's I think it might be really uh, mm, you might learn something from that game. But I want to say that if I play the move which comes first to my mind, without any hesitation, without any thinking, without any burning of time, I think they are on not that bad quality. Even even they are good. He plays the move f5, h5, knight a4, rook c4, rook b3, rook e4, and yeah, he's attacking my queen. I can give the queen for the two rooks, but d5, bishop d6, bishop f4. I didn't really like it. Well, analizkę nagrywałem, wiesz? Okay. Yes, and I didn't really like it. So I went for the move h5 because I know that I have nothing to lose. I just want to maybe not give a checkmate, but I have to do something. I can't, stay and do nothing. Queen b8, ef5 to open the position, and g6 to target the e6 pawn. He plays the move d5. After the move rook b2, of course, he can play rook b2, but this rook doesn't threat anything, so I can just take on f7 and then take on e6, and it's all perfectly fine. Instead of this, he went for d5, gf7, queen f4, king b1, and this is a difference. Even though maybe this position is equal, maybe this position is still, mm, might be still in progress. I may do a lot of things there, but with 2 minutes on the clock, and still 8 minutes, sorry, 8 moves to the time control. If the position was maybe calm, which doesn't really need my attention, doesn't really need my focus, maybe it would be okay, but still not. But if you put your king in front of the rook, if you see that his heavy pieces can join the attack real easily, he chopped the pawn. This is a difference. He spent 7 minutes to calculate these variations. And guys, I have to tell you something. I can't spend 7 minutes calculating this position. Why? Because I have 2 minutes on the clock. Maybe that's why. Like, you know, if I have this 16 minutes which I spent by playing Queen E2 move, or this 60 minutes by playing Rook E1, if I could add the 16 minutes, 60 or 16, I'm sometimes mistaken, sorry, but English is hard and counting also is uh, is not my cup of tea. Uh, if I have in this position 60 minutes more time, maybe I would be okay with that uh, to think a little bit, because I would have time to think a little bit. Yeah, but with 2 minutes on the clock, I can do nothing. I took the pawn on e6 because I intuitively felt that rook b2, king a1. Well, rook b8, my king is not safe. But I saw something like bishop b2. I can't go to b1 because bishop c3. If I go to a2, there is queen c4. If I have 60 minutes there, I would find the move queen c6. Because it's hmm, it's not hard move. So the rook e8 is the threat, and queen covers the a4 and c4 square. So after bishop b2, I can just don't care and play king a2, and rook e8 is still the threat. So queen c6 just lives in the still keeps me in the game. But instead, I went queen e8 check. Aha, you can't see it because yeah, maybe I will tell you. I played queen e8 with 3 seconds on the clock. Okay, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 seconds, not 3 minutes, not 3 hours, 3 seconds, and still we have five. Oh, sorry, the board disappeared, and still we have 5 minutes, 5 moves, minutes moves. So it's so hard. We have still 5 moves to the time control. He plays bishop f8. And now on the 30 seconds, I need to make a decision. Should I don't know. I saw the pawn on f7, so I tried to, last chance. Oh, take my queen, man. Rook g8 is a checkmate. But he can just chop the pawn. The position is dead lost. Queen c6, queen b4. He's threatening a mate. Knight a4, bishop g7, king a2. So stubborn defense, but after rook c7, the last precise move. I just resigned because, I have to move my queen. I have to move it on such a square which defends my knight, and it's not possible. If I take the rook, there's queen a4, rook a3, rook b2, king a1, and queen a3, and it's over. And I lost the game. After rook c7, I resigned. And what's even more funny is that directly after the game, after I stop the clock and give him a hand, yeah, he just shook the hand. He stood up and he just went somewhere. He signed my score sheet like he just didn't care. He didn't set up the pieces, and I didn't really understand his behavior. But well, okay, I don't care. I lost anyway. So uh, the thing is, I am not playing bad. I know I can play chess, as I have told you in my introduction, but I don't make myself a conditions to play well, to play good, because you can be even the best player in the world, but if you have 2 minutes on the next 5, 6, 7, 8 moves, if you leave yourself 2 minutes when your king's position is really in danger, when you need to find an only moves to survive, it's a childish behavior. Like you can't describe it in any other words. If you burn 60 minutes by developing a rogue or by moving a queen back, 60 minutes plus 60 minutes, 32 minutes, uh, with the moves which in Blitz game you would make maybe in total in 15 seconds. And I can't explain how does it work like, because I don't know. But this is the main conclusion. I know that I have to focus on that part of chess. It's not about the quality of game. It's not about the calculation. It's not about it. It's not about chess. This is the funniest thing. In this game, it's not about chess, and that maybe is the best conclusion uh, I can create. So double round ended, and now we would have single days. So we are going to play one game per day. So we can save some energy right now. We can go for a rest. Hard day because half a point out of two. Not the result I could expect, not the result I would like to have, but we need to deal with the reality. And maybe it would sound strange, but I am really happy that this game happened because now I am conscious and I know on what exact segment of chess uh, I should focus. Maybe even in my training somehow. Because it's not about chess, it's about that I uh, don't want myself to be good at chess, because the player who wants to win doesn't burn that much time. Well, of course, there's nothing wrong with thinking. In general, chess is all about chess is all about thinking. But we need to know this is maybe not that easy. Well, I don't say it's easy, but uh, we need to know in which moments we need to play quick and in which moments we need to spend some time. I have to admit that, and I have to tell you that definitely not this position like this doesn't require to spend 16 minutes by just developing a rook. And 2 moves later, queen e2, because it's not so hard to spot this threat, bishop g4 in the air. So if your queen does nothing there, because there's no way to checkmate your opponent, okay, there's nothing wrong with undoing this queen, but definitely it took too much time. Yeah, okay. Maybe you can't see it on my face, but I am happy that this game happened because I know that I need to work. I need to work and I need to improve as a player. It's nothing wrong with when you lose a game, especially when you know what went wrong, and 100%. I am 100% sure that I know what happened wrong in this exact game. It's not all about chess. I am repeating myself 100 times, but I think I need to understand that time is an important factor, even though if you start with 90 minutes uh, on the beginning of the game. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your comments because I see that that you are rooting for me. That there are new viewers who are who just found this channel, they are, even they are rooting for me. So it's really nice and really heartwarming if you read the comments when you maybe don't even know this person in person, but somewhere in the world this person is rooting for you. It is really nice. It is really nice to know such a thing. Uh, Please don't stop doing this because uh, yeah, as I have told you, it's really good uh, to know that I have a um, I have a support from you, and yeah, it's all I have to say. Thank you very much, guys. We are not giving up. Still 4 rounds to go, and still everything can happen. So we are fighting. We are fighting, and we are more clever than we have ever been. Bye bye.